What is up, Williams Baptist University? You're listening to the new Williams Pulse podcast. My name is Nolan Williams. I'm a freshman here at Williams, and I'm joined by staff member Bill Jeffrey.
What's up, everybody?
There's two reasons for this episode. First of all, we needed an episode to submit, just so Apple knew we were a real podcast.
Of course.
And number two, to let you know what to expect on this podcast.
Every single Monday, we're going to have a different guest joining us, and they're going to co-host.
Yeah.
And they're going to help us go through each of the following segments.
Yeah, so segment number one is going to be news, upcoming events, athletic events, res life, campus life.
Basically, if you've never been here during the spring, this is the podcast where you can find out what these events are and what all's going on, an explanation. And it's a source of news for you to find out what you should be doing all week.
Yeah.
And what's going on in Williams.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then segment two is going to be things going on in the surrounding area.
Like Walnut Ridge and Pocahontas.
Mm-hmm. And then segment three is going to be
hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. What is a hot take? Google defines it in two different ways. Number one, it's a piece of commentary typically produced quickly in response to a recent event whose primary purpose is to attract attention. Wow. So
that sounds really boring.
Okay, well, listen to this definition then. A quickly produced, strongly worded, and often deliberately provocative or sensational opinion or reaction.
Sensational.
Very sensational.
I like it.
Okay, well, we can't just make up all these hot takes ourselves.
Yeah.
So we've created a website called williamsbu.edu/the Williams Pulse. And you can go on there and you can submit a hot take.
What?
And then we'll read them.
Yeah.
And then we'll provide commentary. And our co-host, whoever's guest with us that day, will also provide commentary.
Speaking of guests, we're going to end every single podcast with rapid fire questions for our guests, just so we can get to know them a little bit better and y'all can get to know them.
And they're not going to know what these questions are ahead of time.
Yeah, it's going to be right on the spot.
They're going to be shooting from the hip.
This has been
and will continue to be the
Williams Pulse.